Hey, what's up, guys? Chad again, and I am tired. We're doing a new video today for Black Flag because I think about like a day ago we learned a lot more information about the game. Currently, from today, it's been about like a week ago since a couple content creators went to Ubisoft, came out with a whole bunch of information, and we've learned quite a lot. Some worrying things, some good things, and some really bad things. But mostly for the game itself, for the resync. I'm excited to play it, as always. I can't wait to play it. It looks graphically beautiful. I went back and played the original Black Flag, and my god, it was a it was a slight grind. It took a bit. I went back to this game to see that I only had 26 to 23% of the game done, which I was very confused by. And I realized that I might have not completely, I have missed a couple things, but I was confused on why the complete save was gone. I think I override my complete save with a new one because I went back to see, like, did I actually complete the game? And I looked at the sequence memories. I went back to the trophies to see if I actually completed the game, which is almost exactly 10 years ago. Given from a few weeks. There's a lot. There's a lot in this game I didn't remember, and it was a little difficult trying to remaster and understand how to play this game. It's kind of hard. Going back and playing this game has been like really cool because I learned like quite a lot of stuff about Assassin's Creed. I haven't kind of done before. No longer he is. I went back to it and played this game, and I 100%ed it, and it was quite a grind to actually finish this game. This game is difficult. It's difficult in the sense of, like, if you don't remember what you're doing, and I did not remember how to do almost anything, like almost at all. I think what was mostly difficult about it is that the functions in this game are very old, very sometimes very finicky, and sometimes a huge issue to try to remember and how to do any of it. What the hell? Someone shot me? This guy's insane. Okay, dude. That was painful. Going back 100% in this game, there's been a lot of things I haven't seen before, and a lot of things I've completely forgotten. This game is, one thing I've immediately realized is that this game is insanely feature complete. This game just has everything down pat. I mean, the gameplay is amazing, the story is amazing, the content in this game. Some of the content I completely skipped on my first playthrough and didn't even touch at all. And it was kind of insane to see, like, most of the stuff that is in this game. Most of the stuff in this game, it feels like this game was kind of made today because of like how advanced, especially with the naval stuff. This game has been kind of less Assassin's Creedy. It has been, like, playing through it, remembering that this game has been mostly, it feels more piratey and just like less assassiny. There's a bunch of stuff wrong with this game, especially with the community challenges. Going through and trying to complete the community challenges was difficult because community challenges no longer exist in this game, and it was kind of hard trying to finish some of this stuff. Like, even like some things like the weapons, like I couldn't 100% the weapons because there are things that require like doing community challenges, which for an old game like this don't exist anymore because the community challenges come directly from Ubisoft. And there's a lot of equipment I couldn't get. There's some really cool gear I really couldn't get. It's just like these two the swords and these like Captain Wheellock pistols I couldn't get because the community challenges is no longer a thing. This outfit was the most difficult to get because it comes from something called the social chest in this game, because I didn't remember anything about the social chest from the original time I played. I think social chests were a thing, but I skipped over it. I didn't want to do it. But I do remember like the social chests themselves were incredibly, it was so difficult to, I mean, they still happen in the game, but it's so difficult to find because there's over like 63 possible locations and you have to go to exactly 63 possible locations until you run into one, which was kind of insane and annoying. But I feel like for the resync they might put that back here. For the story overall, I hope they don't really change much from the story itself, because this game's story is really good. I really enjoyed a bunch of stuff. There's been a bunch of stuff I ran into that I didn't know about, especially like feeding a parrot. I did not know that you could do that in the original game. Apparently you can pet like a lot of the animals in this game, even a goat or a deer and some of the farm animals. The whole 100%ing problem with this game, trying to complete all the content in this game, was a pain. It's because of the limitations of this game. You had to jump off your ship, go collect something, and then swim back to your ship if you didn't park it close enough to the island. That was really annoying, which I think they said they did change in the new one to where you can fast travel to your ship now, which is a feature from Odyssey that I really like. Being like, if I want to go sailing, I can immediately fast travel over there instead of running all the way over there, which would have sucked. But they also had a feature like you can fast travel to like a port instead and then call your ship there and time passes, which is also a cool feature. Odyssey took like a lot of features from this game and they improved on it like quite a lot. But like the ship combat itself in ancient Greece is not it didn't really happen as much because you're kind of just like rowing by hand. Like the naval points, viewpoints, the Mayan stele for the 100% kind of like Isu suit, the precursor suit, was kind of cool, and the legendary ships were freaking insane. Where'd he go? Dude, this guy is always freaking hauling. Dude, get the freaking hell back here. I want that equipment. Give it. Give it. Give it. Get back here.
Of doing you any wrong.
Ooh, knife. Yoink. Now I have a throwing knife. The parkour in this game is freaking amazing. Takes a learning curve, but like having this much freedom, I went back to like the newer games, and my god, is it just like, I think it's quite insane that a series known for parkour is the most gutted feature in the game in the newer games. Also, I played this game with no HUD, and it's been extremely difficult because I cannot tell who's shooting me or not. I mean, you can pull off some insane stuff, especially with the combat itself. With the especially the combat itself, it was a little bit easy, but I think it's a hot take, but I do think this combat has been a little easier to. I feel like at some points in this game, once you understand the combat, as soon as you interact it for the first time, it is. As soon as you interact with the combat for the first time, it is a little difficult to understand why anything's happening. But after a while, after understanding the combat for a while, you start to get it down, and it becomes really simple, really easy. And once you figure out that you just have to parry once, attack, and then just keep holding attack, and just keep holding attack, and just keep holding attack, and just keep holding attack. At that point, the combat doesn't even become difficult, and it doesn't even become a problem at all. You don't have to worry about it. This mission freaking sucked. Use the rope swing to kill a captain. I couldn't figure that out for my life. I actually had to look up a YouTube video. That's kind of fucked up. I could not get everything I wanted or complete everything I wanted because of community challenges. The social chest thing was kind of easy because there's a thing in the game. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but they probably did on purpose. I'm not sure. There's challenges to where you have to find social chests, which show up blue in the game, which are like you have to be online. I think it just said I disconnected. Oh, there's Modern Warfare. I'm gonna do a video on that later. Through the entire Caribbean, exactly 63 spots to find a social chest itself. And once opening one of these chests, you get this outfit, which is one of my favorite outfits. It looks the closest to Duncan's outfit. I mean, technically Duncan's outfit is in the game. You wear it throughout the whole. It's the normal robes, the actual robe. Edward just takes the assassin jacket off and then puts like pirate garbs on top of it, which is a cool way to modify, a very cool way to modify the suit. Although I love Edward's like original stuff, I really do like this outfit itself. It looks really cool. The one that I really like is the Explorer outfit. This one right here is just absolutely beautiful. It has to be one of the most assassin outfits I've ever seen, and it sucks that after watching gameplay of this outfit, it has become one of my favorite suits and I can't get it. To get this suit, you have to complete the community challenges, which no longer happen in the game, and it comes straight from Ubisoft. The only outfit that's like has Edward's original robes, but it has like the literal assassin colors of like the assassins within this specific game. Oh crap, someone's being hanged?
The blood of many innocents on his hands. His Majesty's honorable representative has decreed the sentence shall be to hang by the neck
until dead. Ah! I still can't tell. Oh, Hidden Blade combat is definitely not coming back as well, which kind of sucks. Woo. Woo. Yeah, since I turned off HUD, combat has been extremely difficult because I can't even tell when people are shooting me anymore. So yeah, since I turned off HUD, it's been extremely difficult to actually play this game because I have to look at people's windups. I have to look at their animation to see when they're about to attack me. And this actually made combat a little bit more difficult because the original, oh, a double. Oh god, I miss these combat animations. They look so freaking sick. Oh, you lad. Come on then. Beautiful. Oh, don't worry, lad. You're quite fine. It feels good. I know that most of it's returning into the game, and I am not sure of like all the stuff they changed because they showed us a little bit, but it is clear that they're hiding quite a lot from us, which, you know, I'd say it's probably fine because Black Flag itself, the whole game's a blueprint. You just follow everything you have to do, but they have changed a lot of things. And I do know for sure that the original goal for this game, for the Resynced, was to make it heavily RPG, which would have been a very bad idea. Playing Odyssey, it feels like a really good RPG, but not a really great Assassin's Creed because it doesn't make sense. Assassins don't exist yet until like a few hundred years later after Assassin's Creed when Origins takes place. Odyssey, great world. The graphics are freaking amazing. The sailing, just the whole entire, just like this giant space, bigger than Black Flag. Well, actually, I think it's more bigger than Black Flag. Hold on. 100% in the game though was kind of fun. I don't think I'll ever do it again. But it was kind of cool. I think I'm gonna do some pirate stuff now that I'm done assassinating. And mostly from all the stuff, it looks like they're going to be changing a lot of stuff, even with like naval combat itself. They have told us that they are going to like split it in multiple sections to where like combat, naval, and stealth can have its own kind of like difficulty slider. They do things differently because of like the RPG games. They've like tried to like imprint that onto like this new Resync, which might be a problem. Either way, I'm going to be playing the most difficult the difficult version of everything except for permadeath. Not gonna do permadeath because I'm way too stupid and curious while playing games to not stop dying. Speaking of permadeath, I'm gonna be returning to Alien Isolation pretty soon because I did see the announcement trailer for Alien Isolation 2, and it looks like we're gonna be on a planet. We're gonna be on a planet. We're gonna be in jungles. We're gonna be open area. I can't wait to play that. It's gonna be sick. The sailing itself, it just like it holds up really well. The combat, it's just like this game just feels so feature complete. Woo! The technical limitations did not even hold this game back. It did hold it back with some things, but it tried to at least. Also with the HUD up, it's kind of hard to tell when oh crap. It's kind of hard to tell when woo! Shokun Valley. Yeah, with no HUD, it's kind of hard to tell what health the enemy's at. So I do like kind of like doing this. When I turn off the HUD, I want to see what elements tell me when exactly what's happening in the game. How low health is this giant ship here. And I can look at the sails themselves. You see the sails right there. They burn. They like slightly. The more and more holes that it has in the ship, the more damaged it is. I fully upgraded the Jackdaw, which took quite a while because you have to interact with kind of like some underwater content, which I do think is cool that you have to interact with a whole bunch of other content just to 100% this game. I can't just like spend all my money and just eventually get everything I want. And they have like certain, oh crap. Ooh, accidentally sunk it. All right, that's fine. We'll do another one. That's what I like the most about the Resync is that when you turn the HUD off, they do have some visual elements telling you what's going on. Certainly, like if you stun an enemy, their cap or their like wig, their military wig falls off, which I do think is kind of cool. This entire game, my favorite method of like naval combat has been shotgunning, which I don't think is it's not very smart. It's a very high risk, high reward kind of tactic, where you just get up as close as you can and just hit him with heavy shot. With no HUD, you can tell which side you're looking at by the highlighting of the cannons. With it, I just love when game devs do that. Naval combat itself was amazing. The legendary ships were a freaking pain. There's one that was so armored you can only attack it from the back. There's one where two giant ships are faster than you.
gallants deployed! Fire! Fire! Sections trim the yards off the wind! Fire! It's foundering! We did it! Guard to planks!
We're just like chasing you down. It was freaking insane. This game was a lot of fun, and I love playing it, and I can't wait to play Resync. I feel like Resync is gonna be quite enjoyable. Okay, you need to get out of the way, dude. Dude, like Edward is just freaking amazing character. I realized after playing it, he is a bit of a prick. There's multiple. I played some side content where he is just extremely selfish, which I think is just Edward himself. He's been very consistent throughout the entire game about being a freaking asshole. It's just his character, and I think over the time there's a bunch of story details like asking Edward, like, you're doing all this stuff, but is it really worth it? Is this, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you've never played before, but it just like going through the entire game, it's just like a really great story of him trying to do everything he wants. He gets everything he wants, but it's just like so painfully annoying that he doesn't keep realizing that this is a pain in the ass for him. I think we're here. There we go. Hopefully it'll keep some of the stuff intact with the Resynced. I'm not really sure how much they changed because they already made like a huge bunch of changes to the characters themselves. The lighting looks a little bit off, and they say it's still a work in progress, but I really don't know how much of this stuff they can fix like in a short amount of time. I'm only hoping for the best. Whee! Aww. Yep, there's a little bit of jank. There's like the hunting, there's the underwater stuff, there's also the smuggler caves. There's just a whole bunch of content in this game. Even itself within this game, there's the fleet. There's also like the little fleet side missions in this game. They're limiting it to more of like a small area within the Caribbean, which is not how the original used to be. On the original fleet system, you pretty much like go into the whole transatlantic. Oh, look, some of the stuff is done. But you can get there yourself. If they had little side missions to where you actually travel to these places, it would have been cool. You can go to South America, North and South Africa, even the Mediterranean, which is kind of funny because slightly over in that corner right there is where Odyssey took place. And I like the idea of like you have to capture ships like while you're playing the game and doing naval combat. You can either destroy it, take their stuff, or let them go. And there's also another feature to send them to the fleet. When you send them to the fleet, they all come here, and I've collected so many ships. We're gonna get Resynced. I'm gonna do like a small series on it, doing like the very first part until I get to Havana. I'm gonna look at the combat. I'm gonna look at all the gameplay. I'm gonna look at everything, the difficulty and all that stuff. I'm gonna play it the highest difficulty because I love pain. After grinding this single player, I don't think I'm gonna do the multiplayer. I played a little bit of multiplayer. It's fun. It's really cool. It's a really nice and well-made game mode. I think I might return to this game and probably do the multiplayer and 100% all that stuff. But for now, I think I'm all blagged out. I don't think I want to do anymore. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I thought like the modern day didn't matter in this game before, but after playing it, it really feels like it doesn't really matter at all. Other than like there's something that happens in the modern day at the end of this game that is like, oh wow, that's really cool. That's extremely that's extremely cool. And the biggest criticism back then was that like why do I have to stop being a pirate to do something do walking simulator outside of the game. One of the things I'm really excited most about this game is the outfits. I can't wait to see what outfits they do bring into this game. If they do handle the outfits the exact way they handled the Assassin's Creed 3 remaster, there's going to be a lot of outfits. I'm hopefully they might do a lot of outfits. I'm not quite sure, because in the remaster itself, they pretty much like use the old school. They just use the old school frame. Nothing really changed, but from that, it looked like it was just like those outfits you either get from Uplay or you earn them while you're playing. A resync, they're using most of the RPG style, like the systems from Shadows, which means they're probably gonna make it that you have to do like I saw a video on this. I got Shadows on disc, but I haven't played it yet. They do have a thing called the Animus something system, like a Nexus, I think is the name of it. They have like this Nexus thing to where you do like these Animus challenges in the game and you unlock these outfits, which I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of. I haven't gotten to Shadows yet. Oh, we'll see how I enjoy that. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna receive that or like it, but I'm gonna see what happens. Who cares? Other than that, I really hope they do a good job at nailing some of this stuff, and I hope they do expand on some of these islands. This island is one of my favorites. This island is insanely beautiful. We get here after meeting a certain character, but there's a lot of stuff that happened on this island. I think there's an assassination contract mission that happens here as well. One of the things I can't really wait for is actually the outfits. I want to see some more outfits. The outfits they show us so far, I think, is the merchant. They showed us merchant original robes, and there's another one I saw people wearing. Which one they also? It was probably a pirate outfit. I can't remember what it was. But I really hope they expand these areas a little bit. I know it's probably like sacrilege, just like keep the original stuff. It's original, but the original is the way it is because of like technical limitations. And I hope they really take care with AC1, because like remaking that gun is I hope they don't screw that one up. That would very, very, very much suck for me, because I don't think I'll be playing the original AC1 when I go through all the games. I'm gonna be playing whatever the remake is. And also, speaking of like the remake, AC1, like you can only get this outfit if you have like a save file from AC1, which is kind of weird, because I went back and saw that I did play AC3 on PS3, but I don't have Connor's outfit in this game, which is weird. I didn't play any Ezio stuff. I have not touched the Ezio stuff yet. I'm gonna get there eventually. But I realized that only my AC1 save file, I didn't even finish AC1 completely. I think I went halfway through and then stopped there. And it sucks that I can't get the other ones, but that's the other thing about the outfits. I hope it's not like all Nexus stuff is like you have to use these Animus challenges. I hope like the modern days kind of like built like person like likes finding like all the lore stuff. I went through and got almost everything. And I spent like around like I think like last weekend like reading through almost all of these, listening to all these audio files as well. And they do have some like great stuff, because they do some what do you call it? They do have some excerpts from like books they've written at the time. They did like a novel for Edward Kenway, kind of like showing how he met Caroline, his wife, which is kind of cool. Whoever wrote that book, I can't remember the name of the author, but from that small excerpt, it is some really good writing. I really like the backstory of Kenway. This one, the market analysis will always be hilarious to me. I love listening to these. It was just a market guy looking back at all these assassins and saying like, these guys are just absolutely terrible role models. Do not make any products on them, and Eveline's the only one who actually got her product made, technically. Speaking of Eveline, that has to be one of the most buried Assassin's Creed characters. It sucks that she got a HD remake with Assassin's Creed 3 remastered. I like the features in that game where you have to like switch between like multiple identities just to interact with certain areas. You get like you had a rich outfit, you had a slave outfit, you had an assassin outfit, and each one like toys with like kind of the world around you, which was kind of cool. Eveline's game was really cool. Well, this game was a blast to play through. The collecting things was slightly annoying, because a lot of it had to do with getting on the ship, getting off the ship, finding what you were coming to collect for, and then swimming back to the ship, when I would have loved to just like get off the ship and then fast travel back. which is something they're changing to now. They even like lessened the amount of things that you have to collect, and most people are saying that like, hey, that's like messing with the original content. No, just no. If they're lessening the amount of stuff you can collect, thank you. Okay, no, I don't care how much it breaks whatever original content. That collecting was too much, but I did it anyway. Anyway, I don't really have much to say more than that. I'm just thankful that this game, I had a chance to replay this game after next week will be 10 years since I originally played it, and I last played it when I was 16. I really enjoyed this game. I really can't wait for the resynced. I'll be playing a small part of that. In the meantime, I'm gonna be finishing Odyssey. Also, I'm gonna be doing some Alien Isolation. I'm gonna be finishing that. I technically did not finish it on the channel, so I'm gonna have to do that. But this time, I'm gonna switch it up to hard mode and play that game on hard mode and see what the experience of that. Because I remember that game was horrifying, terrible to just like interact with. But I feel like now that I've got older, hopefully my gaming skills will help me get through that. And I'll be doing kind of like the Modern Warfare like camo challenges as well. Just a whole bunch of games. I'm playing, and I'm enjoying every single one of them. But other than that, if you guys do want to see more content either from the Alien Isolation or the Call of Duty stuff, please leave a like down below if you enjoyed the video. It really helps out. This game was amazing to play. I can't wait for Resynced.